2023, the year ahead of us. We are going to be planning for 2023. What is your plan for your immigration status? If you don't have one, follow us on this channel so that we can come up with a plan for you, if that one will work for you. So we're going to talk about some of those Biden policies and how you can benefit from it when Biden is still in power. So we have the year 2023, we have the year 2024, because we don't know the outcome of the general election, but we can plan ahead for now, at least for 2023. And I'm planning to do at least, to make at least 4 more videos on the year ahead 2023, because we really want to come up with a solution for some individuals if possible, right? So my name is Bijoux, Ngwanda, I'm an immigration lawyer here based in DC. I do work with individuals across the country and around the world because we're dealing with complex US immigration laws cases. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. If you're not new, welcome back. Thank you for subscribing. And please do not forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. If you enjoy the content, you go ahead and share, like, and don't forget to comment below. Also join me on Instagram because we're talking about employment-based immigration, the business side of immigration, investments, self-petitions, and more. Please join me. And you can also join us on our private Facebook group where we answer questions live at least twice a month. Let's get right into the subject, the year ahead of us, 2023. So, reviewing policies, Biden policies, and how to take advantage of some of them. When we're reviewing Biden policy, please keep in mind that Biden, up to now, has signed at least 296 executive orders, okay? And they have kept some of Trump-era policies as well. We're going to criticize that as well in this video. So let's start with U.S.-Mexico border and the asylum program, the Title 42. What is the current status of Title 42? The current status of Title 42 is that the Title 42 has been suspended by this federal judge in DC, okay? But guess what? Before it got suspended, the Title 42 was modified under Biden. Remember, under Trump, it was really bad. They were sending people away, regardless of age, gender, or you name it, and claiming the pandemic, because you know the Title 42 is used to claim basically health concerns, right? That's why they had to basically turn people away at the border, people who were coming and to apply for asylum. So the good thing is it was at least modified under Biden to include, to allow actually unaccompanied minors and family with young children to enter the US, okay? At least it got modified. But the same government that previously were criticizing Trump because of this Title 42 are still defending it. After this judge in DC ended this program, they're trying to appeal. Listen to me very carefully what's going on. What's going on is that the judge in DC said that we need to stop this. We're giving you guys at least 5 weeks to wrap up because we have to really stop this. And we are going to stop it. That's it. And the Biden administration, they're trying to first file a motion to tell this DC federal judge to wait a little bit because they have to come up with some arrangement. And if the judge cannot wait, they will appeal. Can you imagine this government trying to defend Title 42 to keep people away from applying for asylum. Applying for asylum is legal. It's a remedy under the U.S. immigration law. So that's what it is, right? And then, not to mention, they even said that if they cannot convince the judge on appeal, then they can ask the Supreme Court to intervene. Trust me, I am just surprised. That's why I always tell my clients, when we go to court, just remember that ICE is not your friend. This government, they might have friendly policies, but they are not your friend. So you have to be aware of it so that when you testify, the testimony has credibility, because you can't be laughing with them. They're not your friend. So trust me, the same people who were actually against Title 42 under Trump, they actually defended it under their own administration. Well, of course, they can argue that we did modify it, but yeah, you're still defending it, and actually to the point of asking the Supreme Court to intervene. I don't know about it. But how can you benefit from it? Only way you can benefit from it if you have, now that they have stopped it, at least people at the border can come in and apply for asylum. If they have a valid asylum application, it's going to be reviewed, and if it's valid, then asylum will be granted. And which is good. At least now people at the border can benefit from it. And we don't know the outcome of it. This is the time, the year ahead. If you're already at the border, fight for your asylum case. Yes, go ahead and fight for it, because right now the Title 42 has been suspended, right? So they can't really turn you away. While MPP, Remain in Mexico policy, the program, at least for now, has been, how can I say it, sorry. At least for now, the program is over. We don't know if anybody else on any side will appeal, but it's over. Remember, Remain in Mexico policy was introduced under Trump, and basically stating that if someone comes to apply for asylum, they have to remain in Mexico until the asylum case has been adjudicated and granted, then they can get in. But that program was under Trump, under Biden. They fought it, at least for now, right? As of today, the day I'm doing this video, because we never know what's going to happen next, right? But at least as of today, the program is no longer effective. What else? Refugee cap was raised to 125,000. If you are considered a refugee, now is the time to fight for your case. Now is the time to try to get those organizations, because refugee, you get the status from outside, right? Now is the time to get those organizations to really process your case, because the cap was raised to 125,000, but only 17,690 refugees were able to enter the U.S. as of July 2022 for this fiscal year 2022, right? Enforcement priorities. This one, the Supreme Court is still hearing this argument, and this one was really basically to, when it comes to deportation, only go with people who have criminal backgrounds, like serious crimes. But again, this Doyle memo was vacated, a lot of fights. Now the Supreme Court has to hear the argument. They're still hearing it, but we don't have this decision yet. That's what I wanted to say. But if this one comes back, prosecutorial discretion on the Doyle memo will be revived. Like, we come back to life again. And that point, my friend, you have to move either to reopen your case, dismiss, terminate removal proceedings. I'll be monitoring this one for you. Temporary protected status. Under this administration, we have at least 15 countries that have been designated for TPS. My friend, you need to apply for TPS. If your country has been designated for TPS and you meet the requirement, don't even worry about anything else. Apply. Even if you're a student, just apply for the TPS. Get the TPS. Remember, with student, you still, like the F1 visa take precedent when it comes to working, right? You have to follow the student visa requirement for working. You can't go with the TPS work permit and work the way you want, because F1 visa takes precedent. But you can still apply for TPS just to have it, just in case if your country qualifies for TPS. Because we don't know in 2024 who's gonna be in power, if it's gonna get terminated, whatever. Just like DACA, maybe they're gonna renew, but not redesignated for new people. You know what I mean? So that's why it's better to actually have it if you qualify. DACA has been challenged, no new applicants, only renewal. That's what I'm saying for TPS. Sorry. If you qualify for TPS, this is the time, because you don't know when somebody else gets in power, maybe they're gonna stop new applicants from applying and just go with old applicants, just the way they did with DACA. We don't know. So that's why we're saying the year ahead, just plan accordingly. Public charge is back the way it was in 1999. Remember, under Trump, we had a serious problem with public charge. Very serious. Like, people were seeing themselves being denied their green card application just because they receive public benefit. But now, receiving public benefit is not going to be the cause of denial of your green card, really, because the public charge is much lighter the way they are enforcing it right now. So this is the time to qualify for a green card. This is the time to apply, because if you, like, even if your green card was denied in the past because of public charge, this is the time to reapply. The year ahead, 2023, friends, we need to plan accordingly, and just be sure that I will make several videos, at least the cause of denial of your green card, really, because the public charge is much lighter the way they are enforcing it right now. So this is the time to qualify for a green card. This is the time to apply, because if you, like, even if your green card was denied in the past because of public charge, this is the time to reapply. The year ahead, 2023, friends, we need to plan accordingly, and just be sure that I will make several videos, at least the minimum 3 or more 4, just about the year 2023, breaking down every category of like by type, like family-based, employment-based, humanitarian, self-sponsor, what you can do in order to plan ahead for the year 2023. So we're getting there. So until next time, bye-bye.